and write down the things that are working well in your life. And then you can write down the things that are not working well in your life. I decided to do it. I took a plain sheet of paper. I wrote, I am 23 years old. You know the interesting thing? As I wrote each line, because I started with the positive things, as I wrote each line, my thinking changed a bit. My perspective changed a bit. I am 23 years old. I am a site engineer on a multi-million project. My parents are alive and healthy. All my siblings are alive and healthy. I am healthy, you know. Even in church, I was making tremendous progress. I was associate pastor in the fastest growing church in town then, in the city where I was. You know what? Somewhere along the line, I stopped. I am 23 meant I was young. And I was site engineer on a large project. My parents were alive, healthy. I was alive and healthy. My siblings were in church. I was also making tremendous progress. So, what was my problem? See, I didn't have to get down to the negative part, you know, of my life. That was enough for me. You know, it just made me swing my perspective, gave me a swing in my perspective. So all of a sudden I realized, oh yeah, life hardly works perfectly, does it? It's good for us to plan, but everyone who is in the business of setting goals and making plans and taking action to achieve their goals knows that things don't always work perfectly like you planned them. It's just that planning positions you to make adjustments along the way and to take advantage of whatever opportunities show up. Planning helps you to prepare. And they say success is what happens when opportunity meets preparation. So, it was a matter of perspective. I began to see it in new light. You know what dawned on me on that day as my perspective changed? I saw that there were so many people whose circumstances were not as good as mine at that point in time. Yeah. As bad as you think your situation is, there are so many people whose situations are worse. Secondly, there are people who are going through exactly what you're going through, and they are going through with courage. I saw that with all of the blessings in my life, I was still negative. I was moody. I was concerned about the future. I wasn't sure what was going to happen to me and all that. And I saw that there were people who didn't have what I had, but who were happier. You know what I did that day? I got back home. I called my brother, told him to let us go out. We found, you know, a fast food place, bought some meat pies, bought some soft drinks, sat down, and began to tell stories for all the happy times that we had had before. I realized that I was cheating myself. Oh yes. I realized that I wasn't enjoying my life, and it wasn't God's fault. Life is a matter of perspective. So What are you going through now that you think is difficult, that you think is the end of the world? Everything looks bleak. It's like the doors have been closed against you. It's like there are forces working against your life and who have vowed you will never make progress. It's like you're trapped where you are and there's absolutely no way out. I came to tell you today it's a matter of perspective. Actually, there are 1,000,001 ways by which you can get out of this situation and move on, but you will only be able to get the wisdom, to get the ideas to move on when you switch your perspective and switch your emotions to the positive. There are more things working in your life than you realize. I came here to say today, never lose hope. This is Success Power, and I'll be back after this break.
Success Power.
The journey of life is filled with many ups and downs, trips and turns. Many times we get confused, make grave mistakes that we could have avoided, and sometimes wish we could live life all over again. Now you don't have to make those mistakes anymore. Take advantage of this free ebook offer from Sam Adeyemi titled What I Would Do Differently: 7 Costly Mistakes to Avoid in Your Journey of Life. In it, Sam Adeyemi shares 7 mistakes he made and how he corrected them. These are experiences he has not shared anywhere else before. To get your copy, text SP bonus star first name star last name star email to 0816 0000377 or visit www.successpowermedia.com. What I Would Do Differently: 7 Costly Mistakes to Avoid in Your Journey of Life by Sam Adeyemi is free and is available online at www.successpowermedia.com. Get your copy today.
Success Power.
Welcome back. This is Success Power. We're discussing the topic, never give up and never lose hope. See, life is a matter of perspective. It's how we see it. What someone looks at and calls an obstacle, another person looks at and sees an opportunity for a miracle. What someone calls a problem, for another person is an opportunity. It's just how you see it. And today, I'm encouraging, just in case you have lost hope, just in case you've lost the zest for life, you've lost the zeal to go on, I came to say to you, it's not as bad as you think, and the future is better than you think it's going to be. Remember our definition of hope. It's the feeling that something that you want can be had, that you can get something that you want, that you can do something that you would like to do. Hope is having the feeling that the best is yet to come. I want to encourage you not to put a full stop where you should put a comma in your life. See, we find it so easy sometimes to conclude it's all bad and it has become impossible when, for God's sake, we're not anywhere near impossible yet. Absolutely not. But as human beings, sometimes we're just overwhelmed. We just run out of our resources. We just run out of courage. We run out of strength to carry on. But it is possible for you to make a permanent decision on a temporary situation. Don't put a full stop where you should put a comma. Don't see as permanent